Hi friends, today we are going to talk about another super interesting, exciting topic, and it's about hacking. I hope all of you have watched our previous video, the short video. It was on Goutam Damodar, one of the most celebrated hackers of all time. And in today's video, we will be extensively covering all about hacking. So let's get started. Most of you know about Goutam Damodar. He was one of the most talented hackers of all time. And he managed to infiltrate the NASA servers, hack the Pentagon, steal the software that controls the International Space Station, and has done a lot of other hacking activities. And in our world, many are considering hacking as a crime, as an offense. But some are considering hacking as a talent or a skill or an expertise in the field of computer science or in hardware, software or network. What really it is? So just before heading to what really, or is it a crime or is it a talent or a skill, let's solve or let's understand some of the basic aspects of hacking. Then it will be very easy for you to understand whether it is a crime or a talent or a skill. You can solve it by yourself, understanding all the basic aspects of it, right? So let's understand some of the key aspects of hacking, some of the fundamental aspects of hacking, like what is hacking, who are hackers, and life history of Goutam Damodar, and finally whether it is a crime or a talent or a skill. And of course, just by knowing all the first three questions, when you solve the first three questions, you will understand all about whether it is a crime or a talent. So let's get started. Let's jump into the first question. What is hacking? Actually, what is hacking? Hacking is the process, or hacking is the unauthorized access to a computer system or a network with the aim of gathering or seeking information or accessing information or modifying information or stealing information for their personal use, right? Yes, so hacking simply means unauthorized access to a computer system or a computer network, and of course they steal for their personal use. They exploit the mechanism, the security mechanism of the computer or the network. Of course, they do take care of the weakness, or they do exploit the weakness of the system or a network. Okay, yeah. Hackers may be motivated by a multitude of reasons, multiple reasons. It may be for profit, for some information gathering, protest, challenge, or evaluate the weakness of the system to make it or formulating defense mechanism against the security threats, right? Yes. So we can summarize hacking as unauthorized access to a system or a network. Actually, what do you mean by unauthorized access? If someone is accessing our system unauthorized, that means without our permission, they do access our system. So what actually happens is when someone hack our system, we may not be knowing they are hacking. So when there comes any problem, when we feel some problem in our system, then only we understand someone is hacking our system. So it is completely unauthorized. They do access our system without our permission. That's what unauthorized access is. So okay, access to a system, network, for variety of reasons, ranging from personal to professional. So that's what exactly hacking is. Hope you get the definition of hacking. It's nothing but unauthorized access to someone's network or computer system, right? Yes. So and who is a hacker? Of course, you understood hacking, the process hacking, right? Then who is a hacker? One who does the hacking, right? Yes, one who does the hacking is called hacker. And one statement definition for hacking is he or she is a very gifted computer programmer. Of course, he is a gifted programmer, and using his skills in coding, computer hardware, computer software, and every aspect of computers or computer, he gain access to or acquire access to a computer or a network. Okay, it is then anonymous. That means if someone is accessing our system, it is anonymous, it is unauthorized. We may not know someone is making use of or accessing our system. That's it. So without letting the other end to know about their or hacker's activity. Okay, hope you understood it, right? Yes. So in fact, breaking a security system requires more expertise than creating one. Okay, we can create something very easy, but breaking the security code or breaking the system is somewhat very difficult. You know, you have to find the loopholes in the system or in the network, right? Yes. So hacking is somewhat a difficult task for a normal person, for a normally thinking human being. It's somewhat a tough task, right? We can create something very easy, but breaking the code, breaking into that system may be somewhat difficult, right? So is hacking really a crime? Is hacking a crime? What do you think? So just before seeing that aspect of our topic, let's look at different types of hackers. Then you will understand it better. There are mainly three types of hackers: white hat hackers, black hat hackers, and gray hat hackers. From the name itself, you understand something, right? Yes. White hat means, okay, they do something for professional purpose, for some good purpose, right? For having some good motive. But black hat, of course, it lies opposite to white hat. They do everything for their personal gain, for their profit, for their purpose, okay, their own purpose. It may not be professional. And who are gray hat hackers? Someone who lies in between what white hat and black hat, right? Yes, they do something that white hat hackers are doing, and they do something black hat hackers are doing. So their activities lies in between white hat and black hats. Let's understand white hat hackers first. They are the professionals or hackers hack to check their security system or hack their own security system or security system measures to make it more hack proof. In most of the cases, these hackers are part of the same organization, and it's a profession. That means almost all big companies will have their own hackers, their own security professionals, like institutions, organization, companies, in government agencies and investigation agencies, military services. Everywhere we can see the presence of hackers. They do secure their system from external access or unauthorized access. So they do help in securing their system, organizations, institution system, right? Yes. On the other hand, black hat hackers hack to take control over the system for personal gains, not for professional, it's for personal gains. They may destroy, steal, or even authorize users from accessing the system. They do limit or they do control, authorize users, even authorize users from accessing the system. It's a kind of denial of service, right? DOS. They always find loopholes and weaknesses in the system. Experts call them crackers. They are dangerous. So hackers are considered as very gifted programmers. On the other side, crackers or black hat hackers are considered as dangerous because they do things for their own purpose, their personal gains. But hackers or white hat hackers do for securing their system, securing their network. That's the difference between white hat hackers and black hat hackers, or white hat hackers and crackers. Another terminology for black hat hackers is crackers, right? Yes. Now let's move on to the third category of hackers. It's gray hat. We know white hat, black hat. So in between we left gray hat. They do the activities of both white hat and black hat, right? Sometimes they behave like white hat. Sometimes they do like black hat. So hackers or white hat hackers or professionals may work on good intention, for good purpose, but crackers or black hat hackers work on bad intention, bad motive. Who are gray hat hackers? What's their line of action? They notify the administrator of the system that their system is or has a security defect. Then they may offer to correct it, offer to rectify the defect for a fee. But their action may not be always good. Sometimes they do act like crackers. So gray hat hackers work like both white hat and black hat. Hope you understood hackers and hacking. Now let's move on to the most interesting part of this video, that is about Jonathan James, the most famous, the most notorious, maybe not for us, maybe hackers of all time. Yes, let's get into Jonathan Joseph James. Jonathan James is considered as one of the most famous, who left a noticeable mark in the history of hacking, a role model for many emerging hackers. As we mentioned in the beginning, he could take control over NASA, Pentagon, ISS, and many more at the very early age of 15. He was born on 12th December 1983 in Florida, USA. Grew up in a very ordinary family, but at the age of 6, in his very early childhood, he began to take interest in computer. Having played enough computer games, he started learning C language. C is a computer programming language. Years passed. Obviously, his talents are getting improved and improved and improved. He was becoming a super expert in softwares and hacking. Comrade was his nickname. The first serious victim of this 15-year-old hacker, Jonathan James, or Comrade, was AT&T Bell South. AT&T stands for American Telephone and Telegraphs, one of the largest telecom companies in the USA. His hack didn't cause any damage to AT&T service since his aim was not profit but testing his own knowledge. One of his statements proves his skills and abilities. This is it. I know Unix and C like the back of my hand. Now let's see some of the interesting works of Jonathan Joseph James. He accessed the source code of a program that serves to control the critical elements of the life support of the ISS. According to NASA, the software was designed to maintain the physical environment in the ISS. He got access to Defense Threat Reduction Agency, DTRA, one of the divisions of US Department of Defense. He managed to download 3,300 emails or letters of Pentagon employees. Automatically, the authorities or the investigating agencies were after him. He was completely anonymous. He was completely unauthorized. The best terminology is of course anonymous. He had been doing all his work anonymous for a very long years. He got arrested and put in jail. But after returning from jail, he suffered from anxiety and gradually moved to depression. On May 18, 2008, at the age of 25, he was found dead with a gunshot. It said that it was a suicide. Jonathan James, the Comrade, was not just a hacker or a computer genius, but a hacker and an expert who didn't do anything bad in his life or to mankind. If the authority could find the genius in Comrade or Jonathan, it would be definitely a remarkable help, support to the mankind. Of course, he could do much more to the betterment of the society, betterment of the mankind, to the world. And finally, we are with the question, is hacking a crime or an offense or a skill or a talent? I think you are capable enough to get into an answer, right? To get an answer. Yes. Anyway, hacking is a skill, is a talent. But if it's done by wrong hands, obviously it transferred to wrongdoings, right? A threat to the society, a threat to the mankind. With this, I wind up. Stay happy, stay knowledge. See you in the next video.